as well as a full service of silver, for which Elsa is in ecstasies. As for Elsa, such a joke, you will, I know, laugh at me. I have purchased for her a huge bed, such a size as never was before, twice the bigness of a double bed. The sheets I must have made to order, for there are no sheets made that could fit it. Elsa laughs, and old Großmutter stands shaking her head and grumbles, "Nein, Martin, nein, you've made it so, and now must take care, or she will grow to match it." "Ja," says Elsa, 5 more boys, and I will fit it just nice and snug. And she will, Max. For the boys there are ponies and a tutor, or the German is very bad, being too much mixed with English. Elsa's family do not find things so easy now. The brothers are in the professions, and while much respected, must live together in one house. To the family we seem American millionaires, and while we are far from that, yet our American income places us among the wealthy here. The better foods are high in price, and there is much political unrest, even now, under the presidency of old liberal Hindenburg, whom I much admire. Already acquaintances urge that I interest myself in administrative matters in the town. I will see. It may be somewhat to our benefit if I become an official. As for you, my good Max, we have left you alone, but you must not become a misanthrope. Get yourself at once a nice fat little wife who will busy herself with all your cares and feed you into a good humor. That is my advice. You write of Griselle. So she wins her success, the lovely one. I rejoice with you. She was made, as any man can see, for luxury and for devotion. A gentle, brave soul is in her dark eyes, but there is something as strong as iron and very daring, too. Max, as always, I betray myself. But although you were silent during our affair, you know that the decision was not easy for me. What could I do? There was Elsa and my little sons. No other decision was possible to make. Yet for Griselle I keep a tenderness. The old wound has healed, but the scar throbs at times, my friend. I wish that you will give her our address. Elsa knows nothing of the old feeling between Griselle and me, and you know with what warmth she would welcome your sister. We are such a short distance from Vienna that she can feel there is for her a home close at hand. Elsa asks that I send to you her love, and Heinrich would also say hello to Uncle Max. We do not forget you, Maxel. Martin.
Schulze Eisenstein Galleries, San Francisco, California, USA. January 21st, 1933. My dear Martin, I was glad to forward your address to Griselle. What jollification there will be when she sees you all. I shall be with you in spirit. You speak of the poverty there. Conditions have been bad here this winter, but of course, we've known nothing of the privations you see. Personally, you and I are lucky that we have such a sound following for the gallery. Our own clientele are cutting their purchases, but if they buy only half as much as before, we shall still be very comfortable. The oils you sent are excellent, and the prices are amazing. I shall dispose of them at an appalling profit almost at once. Oh, and the ugly Madonna is gone. Yes, to old Mrs. Fleshman. She suspected me of having another client, and I named an indecent figure. She pounced on it and wrote her check. Alas, Martin, I'm often ashamed of myself for the delight I take in such triumphs. You in Germany with your country house and your affluence, and I in America gloating because I tricked a giddy old woman into buying a monstrosity. What a fine climax for 2 men of 40. We are vain and we're dishonest because it's necessary to triumph over other vain and dishonest persons. If I do not sell Mrs. Fleshman our horror, somebody else will sell her a worse one. We must accept these necessities. There is another realm where we can always find something true. The fireside of a friend, where we shed our little conceits and find warmth, where small selfishnesses are impossible, and where wine and books and talk give a different meaning to existence. There we have made something that no falseness can touch. We are at home. Who is this Adolf Hitler who seems to be rising toward power in Germany? I do not like what I read of him.
Dear old Max, you've heard of the new events in Germany, and you'll want to know how it appears to us here. I tell you truly, Max, I think in many ways Hitler is good for Germany. He's now the active head of the government. Not even Hindenburg could now remove him from power. The man is like an electric shock, strong as only a great orator and zealot can be. But I ask myself, is he quite sane? His brown-shirt troops are of the rabble. They pillage and have started a bad Jew-baiting. But these may be minor things, the little surface scum when a big movement boils up. For I tell you, my friend, there is a surge, a surge. The people everywhere have had a quickening. You feel it in the streets and shops. The old despair has been thrown aside. People hope again. A leader is found. Yet I ask, a leader to where? Despair overthrown often turns us in mad directions. Publicly, as is natural, I express no doubt. I am now an official and a worker in the new regime, and I exult very loud indeed. All of us officials were quick to join the National Socialists, Herr Hitler's party. But we too must move. We must go with it. The stormtroopers are having their moment of victory, and there are bloody heads and sad hearts to show for it. But these things pass. If the end in view is right, they pass and are forgotten. All I now ask myself, and I can say to you what I cannot say to any here, is the end right? Do we make for a better goal? For you know, Max, I have seen these people of my race since I came here, and I have learned what agonies they have suffered, the years of less and less bread, and of the end of hope. The quicksand of despair was at their chins, and a man has come and pulled them out, and now they almost worship him. God grant it is a true leader, and no black angel they follow so joyously. To you alone, Max, I say, I do not know. I do not know. And yet, I hope. So much for politics. Ourselves, we delight in our new home and have done much entertaining. Tonight the mayor is our guest at a dinner for 28. Elsa has a new gown of blue velvet and is with child again. There's the way to keep a wife contented, Max. Keep her so busy with babies she has no time to fret. Our Heinrich has made a social conquest. He goes out on his pony and gets himself thrown off, and who picks him up but Baron von Frische? They have a long conversation about America, and one day the Baron calls and we have coffee. Heinrich will go there to lunch next week. What a boy. It's too bad his German is not better, but he delights everyone. So we go, my friend, perhaps to become part of great events, perhaps only to pursue our simple family way, but never abandoning that trueness of friendship of which you speak so movingly. Our hearts go out to you across the wide sea, and when the glasses are filled, we toast, Uncle Max. Yours in affectionate regard, Martin.
May 18th, 1933. Dear Martin, I'm in distress at the reports that come pouring into us from the fatherland. Are things really as bad as they're pictured? A terrible pogrom. That is the consensus of our American...
As well as a full service of silver for which...